In a world where police accountability is scarce, there's unique satisfaction in seeing those rare moments when misconduct leads to justice being served. Just like this first officer who thought it was just another routine encounter until they met someone who knew the rules better than they did.
I don't want you.
Sir, you're not going to trespass me unless you want your file.
Go to jail. There you go.
Those who uphold the law are meant to know it best. The dirty cops in this video seem to care more about their arrest quota than reading up on the laws they are meant to enforce. And this next guard showcased the highest level of stupidity possible. That's because in March of 2024, a well-meaning auditor took a little trip to the post office. Little did she know, this would just be the start of a crazy chain of events.
So we're going to try to hop right in here and get into it. We're going to find our poster 7 and start recording. So rules and regulations, and we got the recording procedures.
After reviewing the rules of the office like a model citizen, she entered the main office and found 2 living reminders of the last time she came here.
Oh, we got our 2 ladies over here last time. Who did not think I can record in the office. She learned her lesson from last time. But she still keeps trying to promote craziness in the post office.
Ma'am, can you please stop recording? It's
No, ma'am.
It's okay, just turn around.
No, ma'am.
Okay, don't give her, just don't give her no attention. She can't.
Oh, you learned your lesson from last time? You got educated?
These ladies seem to be better educated than before, but the auditor needs to make sure they've learned from their horrible mistakes.
What is it that I have? So you see how you have the lady here on the end still trying to start up fires. So glad to see these 2 faces. Oh, she got them. She's the superstar, remember? So last time I was in here, she said I could not point my camera this direction for transactions. Apparently she learned I can point my camera whichever way I want. So crazy to film in public and exercise your First Amendment right. It's just so crazy to be an American.
This lady seems to be stirring things up. She clearly didn't learn enough from the last time she was caught red-handed for her abhorrent actions.
I'm just recording just to make sure that they're doing their job. I'm not recording the public here. I mean, to get in the camera, it is not my expectation here. So we're gonna get in line and let her coworker, her supposable sister, let her know how ate up she got on them comments last time. So if you guys remember, this is what I was doing last time. This where I was asked why I was recording and the police got called. They learn. And that's what we're here to do, is to teach and make them learn.
The workers don't engage. The security, however, doesn't seem to know a thing about the rights the First Amendment guarantees.
Hey, how's it going?
Great, how's it going, sir?
What's going on today?
Are you federal police?
I'm police. I was called by them. What's going
Okay, well, do you have a contract with the post office to be in here with the arm?
Yeah,
Good?
I do. What's
Okay,
going on
great.
today?
I'm just here to make a purchase.
on? Why are you recording?
Because I have the right to, the First Amendment of press.
Okay, cool.
That's it. What's your name and badge number?
It's right here.
Okay, but right here is not your name.
Okay.
So what is your name?
Okay. Do y'all want to give her business? Okay.
They don't have the option. This is a, no, this is not a
You
Walmart.
can still be criminally trespassed from
For what
public
reason?
building.
Well, but it has to be, no, it does.
After being called out for disregarding her First Amendment rights, this officer's brainworms tell him to make the most shocking threats you wouldn't believe.
It does.
We
So
can do
are
this
you
real- Hey, stop. We can do this real easy.
right? Or we can make this real hard on yourself.
No.
Don't make me take away your qualified
Don't make me do
immunity.
anything. Okay.
Okay, no,
I'm
it said
outside with
don't
this.
make
Causing a
me take
Ma'am.
away your qualified
Ma'am,
immunity.
Let's go outside. Come on.
Sir, don't grab me. Don't touch me. You don't have the right.
They want you gone. If you don't leave,
They
I'm
don't
going
have the right to
arrest you.
tell me to go because I'm not doing anything illegal.
If you don't leave, I'm
Get your
going to take
supervisor.
you. I'm the
Get your-
supervisor. I'm the supervisor.
Get your lieutenant.
He's not here today.
Well, there's someone on the clock. Here to make a purchase. at a public building and getting trespassed.
This incompetent cop is too proud to admit this woman has a better grasp on the law than him, but his sheer stupidity only gets worse.
So everybody call the Duncanville police and let them know I'm being trespassed for no reason. He obviously doesn't understand how trespass works in public buildings. So everybody call the Duncanville police station in Texas.
Excuse me, ma'am. You're stopping my line.
You just rearrange that for yourself? I'm not going to attack nobody.
Can I get you to step at the
No, sir. No, ma'am. I am in my free space.
No, you're not.
Can I get you
Get out of line. Talk to me.
She's holding up.
I will talk to you right here. But this is where I will talk to you. I'll stand out of their line, but I'll talk to you right here. And this is Miss Tracy. We all remember her.
The lunacy of this case doesn't end here, because what the officer is about to do is a new level of shocking and out of line.
So anyways, he's going to sit here and act like he's going to play on his walkie-talkie. Yeah, go in private if you want to have a private conversation.
Man, there's other emergencies going on in the city.
Then go handle those.
No,
I didn't ask
I'm
you to
called
stop here. Okay, then handle that. If you need to stay here, then stay here. If you don't, then go. Go handle the things you need to go handle. Then don't ask me what to handle or not handle.
The shameless cop calls backup to talk to a lone woman in a postal office. But the most outrageous thing he will do is just coming up.
You're recording. What? I'm recording? Yes. Okay. She's not wanting to leave. They're wanting her to leave. Okay.
So tell me what legal reason you have to trespass me from a public building.
They don't want you here.
That is not a legal reason. I am press. I am press. I am in a government building doing the news.
Do you have ID?
So where do you get ID for press? Everyone is press. The freedom of press.
They don't want you
Sir,
here.
you're
This is
not
a
going to
public place.
trespass me unless you want your
Go to jail.
You want your
Go to jail.
qualified immunity taken? That's fine.
All right. I'll hold this.
This horrible cop just made the biggest mistake of his life, and the magic of the camera won't let him go unpunished. However, if you think the cop in this case was bad, the cops in this next case bring true shame to the badge, resorting to getting physical for almost no reason.
There you go.
On April 18, 2024, an auditor was exercising his First Amendment rights when a couple of workers decided to bug him. When the police arrived on scene, the situation only escalated.
Kansas City. We out here at the United States Post Office, North Kansas City, Gladstone on Berry Road. Let's see if they honor and respect.
Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
You doing okay?
Huh?
Are you in the post office, sir?
You said who?
Are you in the post office?
No.
Can I help you with anything?
No, I'm just recording.
Or what purposes?
Just recording.
You know there's no soliciting on postal property, right?
It's no
There's
what?
no soliciting on postal property.
I'm not soliciting nothing.
I don't think they're comfortable with you recording them.
Well, they in public.
They're not okay with you recording them, sir. Look at this young lady. She's turning the other way. She's not okay. She's uncomfortable. Please don't make my customers uncomfortable.
If you think this guy was rude, you'll be appalled by the entitlement of this next guy right here and what he ended up doing.
Sir,
Yes.
what's your problem?
I don't have a problem.
No, sir. What's your problem?
What make you think I have a problem?
Huh?
What make you think I have a problem? Are you the postmaster?
No, I'm not the postmaster.
Is the postmaster here?
She's not.
She's not?
Work here.
Okay.
That's why I'm asking, what's your problem?
I don't have a problem, sir.
Then please walk out.
No, I'm gonna stay here. I have every right to be here.
But you don't have any right to record me.
I do. You just walked up to the camera, sir. You
Can you
tweaking.
take off your face if you think what you are doing is right? Can you take off your face?
Look how close you is. Why would I take my mask off?
Intimidating an auditor is never a good tactic. However, this man's behavior only goes more downhill from here.
What's your name?
My name is Joseph.
Joseph. How you doing, Joseph?
I'm doing fine.
Yes, I'm just up here recording.
For what? Just let me know and I'll give you whatever you want.
I know what you can do for me while I'm here. You have the passport applications. I don't see
We
them
don't
out here.
sell some. We don't do some here. Passport application, you have to go to Gladstone.
Okay.
So what else do you need?
Yeah, we got some repeatedly.
What else do you need?
Here. This right here is called Poster 7. They gave this to me in training when you was on Persian Road next to Union Station. Let's go right here.
Watch as this officer's blissful ignorance comes into full play when the auditor only wishes to educate him.
You can't record someone who has come to the post office to do a business. You can record anything, but you can't record this lady. It's a breach of her privacy. That is all I'm trying to tell you.
Okay, you ready for this?
Yeah.
There's no expectation of privacy. So that picture, listen to
Can
me.
you take off your face?
Listen to
and
me.
let this woman
Look
take
how
off-
close you are to me. Why would I take my COVID mask off? You know it's coming back around this year, right? Why would I want to take my... Why would I want to take my... Look how close you was to me though, sir.
Because you are infringing on other people's privacy.
He has done no sort of thing, but this man continuously tries to gaslight him. It may work on other customers, but this man is completely aware of his rights.
I have a right to record.
Does she have a right to tell you don't record her?
She have a right to say it.
And she told you right here that she doesn't want to come in.
She didn't say that.
I don't want you recording me.
Okay.
But are you still recording her?
I'm recording
Yes.
you.
I'm in the same
She's
space.
right.
I mean, you can't stand next to her and expect me not to record. I mean, I'm not trying to record her. I can't record the post office. And we're in public.
I don't care what you are recording. So I'm not hiding my face.
Okay.
If you are man enough, take off your face.
He keeps on repeating himself constantly, even though his point is wrong. His insane hubris will be his downfall.
If you are man enough, take off your face.
Yeah, you spitting when you talk, man. So
I'm doing.
I think spit come out your mouth when you was talking. So
Yeah.
I'm not trying to catch none of that. Let's see what happened when the cops get here, though. I heard you say you calling the cops. Would you apologize if the cops tell you I can do it? If the cops tell you I'm within my rights to record here, are you going to apologize?
I'm not apologizing.
Not you, man. I'm not even coming for
All
you.
I'm saying is you can record everything here.
I can.
But you can't record the people who come in.
Listen, if you're wrong, would you apologize?
I will.
Okay.
Well, he better start practicing because he's soon going to be taught what the law is and that he's supposed to respect it.
I'm gonna step outside so she can handle her. I didn't come for her.
Okay.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Oh, and we got the police pulling up. Hey, how's it going there, officer? What's your
How you
name?
doing?
What's your name and your badge number?
Officer Bush, 4680.
Thank you so much for being professional. What's your name and badge number,
Officer
sir?
Hines, 04918.
Thank you so much for being professional.
I asked the young man if he needed anything when I realized that he was reporting my customers, and I'm like, I don't appreciate that. If there's anything I can help you with, go ahead and let me know what you need. And he just continued recording. And the young lady that was sitting over here in line in queue, she was getting uncomfortable, one of the customers. And
Totally
that's not
understandable.
okay. It's not appropriate. So please give me the property.
Officers seem cordial right now, but what Officer Bush does in this next clip is truly despicable.
Okay,
I
well,
felt the need for you guys to come on by.
sounds like you need to leave the property or we're going to take you to jail.
Well, come over here. Over here. Okay. Watch this. Over here. This is.
Are you willing to press charges?
Listen.
Yes, sir.
Check this out.
Excellent. All right.
We can't have
Can we get a supervisor? Can we
We
get
can
a,
talk outside.
no, right here. Listen, no. This is poster 7. This is the rules and
But she
regulations.
said you're not conducting any postal business.
Listen to me, sir.
Okay, let's talk outside.
But this is the rule.
Come on. There you go.
Listen,
Look
look
at
at
your
this.
vehicle.
Look at this. That's the rules and regulations saying I can't read.
Even after violating his rights, these officers still continue their disgraceful tactics, even threatening to arrest the man.
Asking for a passport, I left and gave the lady her own personal space.
That's not what you
You
was
just
telling us.
grabbed my arm. I
Yes,
got
you did.
everything on camera.
Uh-huh.
Can we
Yes,
get a
so do I.
supervisor? Can we get a supervisor out here, please?
Well,
Please.
you need to leave.
This is public property.
No,
That's
it's
a
not.
lobby.
No, it is not. This
Listen,
is a private
listen.
business.
Luckily for this man, the real cop in charge is on his way, and he's not nearly as horrible and power-hungry as his subordinates.
Hey, can I get your name and badge number of close just for the record?
Just told you.
I couldn't hear with the
I'm
wind.
Sergeant Durner. My badge number is 4944.
serial number.
Yes, sir. I came in here today just to kind of get some public information. I know I have every right to record in here. It's actually have a poster 7 in there with the rules and regulations on poster property, saying that photos and photography may be taken in the lobbies, foyers, and corridors.
But even during this interaction, Officer Bush couldn't seem to cease his vindictive behavior.
She said, "Hey, what are you doing here?" I said, "I'm just recording." She's like, "Well, you can't record here. You can't record my customers." She said, "This lady do not want to be recorded." The lady didn't even say nothing yet. But I even left the building just to give the lady her privacy, which I really don't even have. I didn't have to do that. Anything I see in public, I can record. That was just a little lobby. I wasn't going to be in there that long. Look how little it is. There's nothing in there. But I did ask him for a passport. They let me know I have to go to another building. These gentlemen, I forget his name, but he actually grabbed me and pulled me out the office. Not even letting me show him the rules and regulations on postal property. This is a First Amendment protected activity. You cannot turn that into a crime. You and the postal people took an oath to uphold the Constitution. And you pulled me out the building, sir, when I'm telling you I have the right to do so.
His gross justifications in this next clip really are the cherry on top. Shows why he's been on the force for 25 years and is still just an officer.
I don't have to leave. They can't make me leave just because I got a black shirt on. I have to commit a crime for you to make me leave this property.
They ask you to leave.
They can't just ask me to leave. No, it's not. That's not how trespass works, sir. If I'm at the police department, you can't just say, "Hey, leave." I have to commit some type of crime.
Or if you're causing the disturbance,
I didn't cause
people feel uncomfortable.
I didn't.
That's another.
Come on, Sarge. Come on, Sarge. Now I'm not making nobody uncomfortable by recording. You can't turn protected activity into a crime.
You're absolutely right. You can record anybody you want.
And I didn't say nothing.
Interfering with anybody's work or anything like that.
Officer Bush continues to embarrass himself, but luckily for the auditor, he has all of it on video, and surely the cop will pay.
I was in there 20 seconds and the lady ran out to me. It wasn't even 20 seconds.
You got that on your phone?
I got that. See, the lady was outside. She was outside getting something out somebody's car. So when I walked in, she came in right behind me and was like, "Hey, what are you doing? You can't record." So, and what's your name again? Your name and badge number? Bush put his hands on me and pulled me out the office.
Yes, it did. Because
They wanted you to leave, but I'm going to go talk. I haven't talked to the manager. So I'm gonna
Okay.
trespassing is a crime.
Trespassing is a crime, but I wasn't trespassing. You got to commit a crime first. You got to commit a crime first, sir. 25 years, and you ain't got that.
The auditor seems to have finally dealt with Officer Bush when another problem arises.
How you doing, sir? What's your name and your badge number, just for the record, since you're on the scene?
Mark Johnson.
They can't make me leave just because I got on the black shirt. You know that, right? What they telling me to leave for?
Because you didn't have any postal business here.
Hey, Missouri Supreme Court already ruled we can record our officials, our government officials, in the course of their duty. You know that?
The sergeant's return brings good news, but now Officer Hines takes the opportunity to undermine the auditor's rights in the most sickening way possible.
Was you able to see the rules and regulations on the wall?
Did you also see the rules about disorderly conduct, and if you're impeding customers doing
I didn't
business?
say nothing to nobody, sir. Right when I walked in, the lady she came outside. So right when I came in, she came right behind me. I didn't even know who she was. She just started talking to me. She could have been a customer. I went outside so she could handle her business, and then just came back. And I only hung around because they said they was calling you guys.
Right now, you're on sidewalk anyway. You're on public property. And here's the deal: in that foyer is public property. You're correct about that. But the issue is when you're making customers uncomfortable. That's a prohibited act.
Just watch as Officer Hines jumps at the opportunity to give his own faulty 2 cents.
This is a First Amendment protected activity. You cannot turn a First Amendment protected activity into a crime. That's public property. I'm not saying nothing. I can record. Your feelings don't overrule my constitutional right. So if you're uncomfortable with me recording you and we're in public, you go to Disneyland with your kids and you about to take a picture. You gonna make everybody behind you sign a waiver? They uncomfortable being on your...
Let me read the actual word.
Come on, Sergeant. Come on, get them.
On your disorderly conduct.
I'm not impeding
that
it.
creates loud or unusual noise, or which impedes entrance or departure to post offices, or otherwise obstructs the usual use of
I didn't do none of that.
He clearly did none of that, so what does Hines wish to accomplish? He's just as bad as his comrade, Officer Bush.
We can't keep you from going back in there now once we leave. But again, if you continue to do the acts that make people uncomfortable, make the workers and make the public in general uncomfortable when they go in there to conduct their business, I'm sure we're going to be called back out here. And then we'll call the postal inspector and have them come and take care of it.
Okay.
Okay?
And again, one more thing, you guys.
You already have his info?
No, we've not.
You just want to give it? Do you want to provide us your information?
Am I obligated? Okay. So can I go back in there?
It's only fair since you got all our information.
You're public. You're a public servant. I'm private.
Back on settle.
He said I can go back in there. He said he finna leave.
The man finally decides to give this out-of-order officer a piece of his mind.
Damn, look at this dude. Oh, man, he wanted to make an arrest so bad. Wow. Uphold our constitutional rights, man. This dude right here. This dude right here. Yeah, skate. Look at this dude.
This cop walked into a situation thinking they had the upper hand, but got humbled instantly. Similarly, these next cops learned a lesson they'll never forget.
Get in the car. I didn't do anything. I'm not. Come on. Get in the car.
Cops often forget that while they enforce the law, they're not above it. Today, we're diving into the most satisfying moments when arrogant officers were humbled and put in their place by everyday citizens. On August 25, 2020, officers from the San Antonio Police Department were looking for a suspect who had assaulted a lady. They later found a man matching the lady's description, but when they confronted him, the situation quickly escalated for all the wrong reasons.
Well, you kind of match the suspect in the description of what I'm looking for. What's your name? What's your name? Why? Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Okay, well, like I said, just come here. We're trying to figure this out, man.
Working out? Are you serious?
Do what?
I'm working out. I'm doing a run.
Dude, I just got a call for a family violence. What's your name, dude?
I'm not giving my name. I'm just here working out.
Okay, if that's all it is, I just
let me
need to get your
go.
name. That's not. I need to know your
I'm
name.
not giving you my name. I don't have to give you my name.
Okay, why are you acting like this, man?
Because I'm working out and you're bothering me. I'm being bothered on a
Because
fucking
you
normal
match
run.
the description of somebody that just choked your girl.
I don't care what description. I just want to do my damn run.
The cop kept insisting and asking for the guy's name, but he forgot that he had no legal obligation to provide any kind of identification.
All I need to know is your name. That's it.
Damn, dude. I can do a damn run.
Like I said, do you think I want to be contacting you? No. Well, like I said, all I need to know is any kind of information you got.
I don't have any information to give to you. I'm on the run.
What's your name then?
You're not getting that information.
Okay, well then you're going to be detained right now, okay?
Okay, for what?
For being a suspect for family violence until I figure out who you are. Okay. I'm going to put you in the back of my car, okay? Since you want to act like this.
No, I'm going to be right here.
No, you're not. You're going to the back of my car.
I want to sit right here. I didn't do anything. I want to sit right down in the grass.
Okay.
That's all I want to do. I have the right to do that.
Open my car.
I don't want to go in the car.
Well, too bad you're going to go in the car. You want to be acting like this.
I'm not acting any way.
All I need to know is your name.
I don't need to do that to you. I'm just...
The only reason this pathetic excuse for a cop is harassing this man is because he couldn't handle his ego being hurt.
I don't need to give you any information.
Okay, you're going to sit in the car, okay? Until we get this all figured out, okay? Because you don't want to act like...
No, don't tell me anything that I'm doing wrong. I'm not doing anything that I'm doing wrong.
All I needed to know was your name.
So, did I break a rule? Do you know that did you see me do anything?
Match the description.
Did you see me do anything?
I just talked to my complainant who said that she was assaulted.
Okay, go get her. Go get her, bring her here then.
Okay.
I'm not going anywhere. Right here. I don't want to sit inside. I want to sit right here. I want to be wherever you got me at. I didn't go anywhere. I didn't do anything.
Okay, stay right there, okay? I'm going to give her a call. Stay right there.
The cop still continued to ask for his name. When will they understand he doesn't have to give his name and they can't keep trying to force it out of him?
Hey, Dave, here. Put these on, help them out. Just in case. Hey, brother, all you gotta do is tell me your name.
I'm not facing that shit, bro.
Dude, all you gotta do is tell me your name.
Go talk to me.
Do
Talk
what?
to your superior, whoever you're talking to. I'm about to give you information.
Dude, all you gotta do is tell me your name.
Talk to your superior.
Dude, Dude, don't put it like that. No, literally take one cuff off to make it wider for him.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I was like,
Make it easier, you know? You don't have any kind of ID or anything on you.
Don't touch me, bro. I don't consent to a search.
I'm not searching you, I'm just
You're
fixing
touching me. No, you're not fixing me. You're touching my shorts and going to my...
Why are you acting like this, man?
The officer just kept asking for his name despite the man declining countless times, showing just how petty he could be.
All I need to know is your name. Why do you think? Because I just got a family violence call and my victim said that you match the suspect description.
Yeah.
And I have his name.
Gotta get these off, man. I know, but goddamn.
So, describe his face for her again.
The officer then called the female victim who had been assaulted and asked her for more details.
Okay, can you just explain, I guess, the assault or whatever? Can you explain how he assaulted you? Okay. Whenever you choked, did you lose consciousness? Did you black out, anything like that, or? Okay, well, like I said, you're not under arrest, you're just being detained right now. All I need to know is your info, and that was it. And we'll get you out of here. But if you want to play like this, it's just going to be a long run, man. So, where do you live at? No? Not going to answer me? Why? Why?
He thought he could get something unneeded out of him, but the man stood composed and did not answer the cop's pointless and unnecessary questions.
Alright, here's what's going to happen. We're going to go drive to the apartment. We're going to see if she IDs her. Nope, that's not how this works.
It's not going anywhere. You're legally detaining me.
I am legally.
Yeah, so I'm staying right here then.
No.
If I'm being detained, I'm staying right here.
Do you want to be released today or not?
I'm going to be released.
Okay, well,
I'm going to stay right here.
I just need
you
to get you ID.
Right here.
I just need to get you
spot.
ID.
I'm not going anywhere.
Yes, you are. So, I don't want to have to do this, but all we had to do, drive over there.
All you had to do was leave me the fuck alone.
Why do you say that?
Why?
Because you match a description of something.
Yeah, I'm sure I do.
You want to look at my key card?
Yeah, I'm sure I match the description.
Okay. Till now, this cop has been a total ass. But just as you thought he couldn't get any worse, he stooped to a new low.
You're going to get in the car. Come on.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
I'm not getting in the car. I didn't do anything. I'm not. Get in the car. Come on. Get in the car.
Get in the car. Get in the car. Quit making this difficult.
Get in the car, man! Get in the car now! Quit fighting!
You alright, man? Yeah. I got kicked in the face. You want EMS? I'm good. You sure? Yeah, my eye.
No. Just get EMS.
Yeah. I got kicked in the face. Kicked me right in my eye.
Each of these officers deserved a kick, but unfortunately, only one of them got it.
Kicked me right in my eye.
Hey, make sure you get a shoe.
No, I don't want to go anywhere. I'm not going anywhere right now, okay? Just leave me. I don't want to be. What's the safety concern? I'm standing right here. I understand. What's safety concern? Okay, hey. What's the safety concern that I can...
Well, no. You can't ID him, but he's a suspect in
You want to be here.
family violence. Well, the suspect that she gave me has a felony warrant for robbery. But he won't ID him.
You guys the one fucking...
All we want to do is...
Answer me a question. What's the name? Do you have a name for him?
Yeah, that's all we can.
All of them collectively surrounded him to pile up pressure on him. You just have to feel for him right now. These cops aren't protectors of the law, they're glorified bullies.
What's on my juries?
There's no bolo or any...
He's got a warrant out.
Strangulation. Is there a picture?
That's the description.
Look at shit.
I asked to stay out the car. That's all. Okay. So the reason...
But all I wanted to do was drive by with the victim.
So you're going to drive me to a victim's place? Really? Does that sound like a good idea?
Well, if you live with her, then it
I don't know who the fuck you guys are talking about.
Then it wouldn't...
I'm trying to bring up over here and let's get on the dance.
Who wanted to do the drive-by?
I'm a grown ass man. I got a fucking
but he wouldn't want to get in the car first, so I was
got a damn job.
just to bring him over
Hey,
here.
USAA.
Yeah, get out of the road.
Yeah, you good?
Out of the road.
Yeah, I got kicked in the face.
I could, but I'm fucking fine. I'm good.
But I got you.
The officer then told several other officers to go to the victim's apartment, but what happened once they reached the apartment will leave you shocked.
What I wanted to do was I was she's by herself with the 2 kids, are like 5 and 1, so he couldn't, Tamer couldn't take them, so like, let's just go over there real quick. So.
Okay, we're getting a CSI for him.
Yeah.
You need to notify someone.
CRT, Sarge. I need them IDs, but yeah. Hey, are y'all busy?
Y'all right?
Yeah.
CSI's gonna come take.
Can y'all go to the victim's apartment? The reason why Tabor couldn't bring her over here to ID this guy because he won't ID himself. But she has her 5-year-old and her 1-year-old. If y'all could just go over there and like hold the kid or something like that. Yeah. What you talking? My throat still hurts, man.
Hello. How are you doing, sir? I'm good.
The officers thought they'd get some answers here, but they were mistaken.
Just want to follow up with you guys. I understand there's a couple of people from here that witnessed everything that happened out there. Is that you?
Do me a favor, Private Police. Can I have that gentleman leave? I'll talk to you guys outside, but I didn't like what he was doing.
Why? What was I doing there?
That's my opinion. I'm a lawyer. You can leave my business, please, so I have to call the real cops.
Okay, well, we are real cops, and we're here to investigate a crime that you guys witnessed. You guys witnessed.
There's a criminal right there.
That's not a criminal. Okay. So that's what they're investigating. So I need to get you guys' identifying information so our detective can follow up with it.
You guys, because I don't like the way he handled that gentleman who's minding his business, jogging. Even if he didn't fit a description, that's the norm that you guys use. I didn't like what he did. So
Okay,
I'm already
sir.
telling him, I'm already going to be a witness against this gentleman. I already sent this to all the news stations. The mayor knows about it.
Okay.
Just so you know.
Okay, sir. You have your ID with you?
Look, I'm a lawyer, man. I don't have to cooperate whatsoever with you. If you want to take me in, please do. I'd love to file a civil lawsuit against you guys.
The officers were absolutely getting bossed around. It's like they don't even know what hit them.
And is that your cell phone or is that your office phone?
That's the office number. That's the best number I'm going to give you.
Okay.
I know you guys have a tough job. I get that. But when you escalate things, not appropriate, especially in this day and age.
Okay, sir. That's fine.
Okay.
You're entitled to your opinion. That's fine. I'm not going to ask you about any of that. I just need y'all's identifying information so that it can go on the report.
You got
That's
it.
all public record. That's how we're going to do it, okay?
You got it.
What's your birthday?
Give me 1 second. That's actually a good idea. Thank you. Give me 1 second, please.
Finally, the victim arrived, and the cops went over to question her. These
And I understand you have video of what happened earlier, sir?
Yep, posted live on Facebook for everybody.
What's the Facebook account posted on it?
I'm not providing you any information.
Thank you, ma'am. And your birthday, ma'am?
I understand.
And just
When your detective needs to follow up with and take me and question me, and I assume that my birthday is going to be used, so it's so I am a witness, right, to what happened.
Yes, ma'am.
So you want to make sure that I'm a decent, outstanding citizen.
No, it's just to
or whatever?
identify you.
Okay, you guys have my phone number, and you guys should be able to reach me by that. And
Okay, so you're not going to provide me with your date of birth? No. Okay. Would you guys like our case number?
cops not only got bossed by their supposed suspect, who, by the way, wasn't the guy they were looking for, but they were also humbled by the victim and the lawyer they talked to. Despite this, he was unfairly charged with 2 felony counts of assault on a police officer. Next, we have another example of cops getting humiliated, this time out in the open, in public.
SubhanAllah, we saw youth being attacked with rubber bullets. His head was bleeding.
In June 2020, local black leaders and allies discussed what they were calling the unlawful use of force and misconduct on peaceful protesters.
Their march at the Hall of Justice, and the San Diego Police Department marched 50 uniformed combat armored troops. Basically, they looked like troops. I'm a Marine veteran, I can tell you, they looked like troops into a contained space. They created a cordon on State Street and a line of armored people on State Street and University. They contained thousands of people in between those 2 points, making it a very tight, unsafe situation. And then they marched 50 armored troops to those lines, causing the panic that led to the escalation of violence. That tactic is not effective, And imagine the difference in headlines.
Squeezing people together into a small space is horrific. It's a reckless and dangerous decision that puts innocent people's lives at risk for absolutely no reason.
For example, when they got to the Hall of Justice, instead of being greeted by armed troops, maybe like we're seeing in other cities, maybe the chief came in and had a dialogue with people. Maybe the police officers all kneeled. Maybe they actually walked with the people. So we now have a chance for the police officers in San Diego and La Mesa and the San Diego Sheriff's Department to be on the right side of history. A choice that will have political consequences. As the chair of the Democratic Party, I can tell you, there are political consequences and real life and death consequences to the choices our law enforcement departments make today. So they can embrace policies like transparency and an independent community review boards that have actual teeth. They can change their policies on how they engage and actually train in de-escalation.
Every sentence this man utters puts shame on law enforcement and their disgraceful actions. The actions that have led the people to take such extreme steps and come out in protest.
How many of y'all think marching troops is towards a contained space is de-escalation? It's not. It's not by training. It's not by common sense. It's not acceptable. Our police chief needs to change his approach to protesters, especially when dealing with protesters of color, and we know that they can do better. You know why? Because when the COVID-19 stay-at-home protesters were out there, they weren't marching troops then. So it's even more infuriating that the police, we know that they can do better. But when faced with black and brown lives and bodies, they're not.
Marching troops into a space where people are already suffocating would only make the situation worse. And there's no way that the police weren't aware of the consequences of these actions.
So I'm enraged right now. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the fact that we have obviously disproportionate results, disproportionate treatment in violation of the law. And it needs to be covered by our media. So that's all I have to say. Thank you very much.
I serve as the Executive Director of the Muslim American Society, Public Affairs and Civic Engagement. To say I am outraged, to say that I am appalled, to say that I am disgusted does not fully capture the emotions that our communities are feeling. The reality on the ground that the speakers before me touched upon is very critical for us to understand. We are certainly at a moment where history is being written and the books is going to show who has been standing on the right side of history and the roles that we are playing.
But the cops don't ever consider what a negative impact they're making when they go off and cause terror without any consequences.
What we do in this moment, from media to community to law enforcement to elected officials, is going to be shown in the books of history of tomorrow. What has happened with the response from law enforcement to our communities and the difference that we've seen in how communities that have disobeyed stay-at-home orders for haircuts, for getting their nails done, for dining at a restaurant, for carrying AK-47s into Capitol buildings.
There was a very clear bias against people of color. The cops were targeting them, and it was plain as day.
That was met with them, how it has been drastically different from those who are protesting, those who are marching, those who are using their voice to cry out for justice and just to proclaim that Black Lives Matter. The response has been disgusting. I've seen kids being tear gassed. 11-year-old at La Mesa right next to me didn't even know what was happening. She was just crying.
The example she made next will boil your blood. And if you didn't despise these cops already, you will now.
Didn't even know that the water was going to help her in that moment. Because of the fear in her face, I saw youth being, subhanAllah, we saw youth being attacked with rubber bullets. One individual, one specific youth that I want to mention, a rubber bullet hit him multiple times. His entire body was bruised. His head was bleeding. And he was in such a state of shock He did not even want to go receive the help that he needed at that moment. The fear in the eyes of our communities of color, but yet the strength and the determination in our spirit cannot be erased.
Doing that to a youth is unforgivable. The cops thought they could get away with their cruel actions, but justice comes for all.
We are calling on law enforcement to do better. We say America's the finest city of San Diego, but those of us on the ground, we know better. And we are urging for transparency, we're urging for accountability, we are urging for us to do better. Folks are protesting, what folks are standing up for today, and then saying that folks are standing with Black Lives Matter, that folks are going to address police out a message of solidarity, a message of transparency, a message of accountability, a message that excessive force will not be used on peaceful protesters. So that's what we're calling for today. Heed, listen, and the role of the media is critical at this moment to document, to tell and uplift the stories. I don't want to hear about the stories of looting and all those things. I want to hear the stories of that 11-year-old that got maced.
What monster would mace an 11-year-old? Even most criminals would be disgusted upon hearing this.
Hear the stories of those who got hit by rubber bullets and beanbags. I want to hear the stories of those who were told numerous times through so many different images, through so many different cases, that their lives did not matter. We have been in this fight for a very long time. The Black community has not been able to breathe for over 400 years. And our struggle continues and will continue.
Our law enforcement just stoops to new lows every day. And now it's time to take a stand against injustice on behalf of the people who have sworn to protect the same citizens that they end up harming instead.
So the last thing is, in addition to holding your city officials accountable and asking them to change policy, we ask you to be talking to your families about this narrative and following the leadership of Black people. Black people have been at the front lines of this for over 4 centuries. The system doesn't have to be this way.
As you may have witnessed, we marched. We did a power walk at the house of Officer Matt Dadges. We were peaceful. But we want these officers to know that just like they can find our addresses, we can find theirs. And we will make it uncomfortable for them in their neighborhoods as they have made it uncomfortable for us. We know how to be. We must make them so uncomfortable that they don't want to ever touch a Black life, a brown life, any life with brutality and excessive force. And we must make sure they are held accountable. And if they will not hold them accountable, then we want their chiefs relieved of their duty. Because we want people that are in leadership that will hold their people accountable. Be clear, there were no good officers in La Mesa the other day.
Next up, a dirty cop gets called out in real time, and the consequences hit fast.
Don't reach in your pocket. Get back in your car.
I know you're aware of our body cam policy. You know I cannot turn off this body camera.
Please.
What happens when a police officer ends up on the wrong side of the law? Here are some shocking instances where corrupt cops tried to exploit their authority only to be caught and humbled in the most unexpected ways. Like this first captain who went to extreme lengths to cover his tracks. But this time, the officer wasn't backing down. Keep watching to see how it all played out. Also, make sure to stick around till the end because that one takes things to a whole new level and will leave you absolutely speechless guaranteed.
Just cooperate with me. Augie, I know they are, and I understand that.
So don't go anywhere. Things are about to get unbelievable. Oklahoma Police Captain James Matt French was pulled over for allegedly driving under the influence. During the stop, he attempted to use his rank to influence the officer's decision, but things didn't go as he planned. Keep watching to see how this encounter unfolded.
Stay in your vehicle. Back in your car.
I'm
drunk?
No, I'm the captain.
Huh? A what?
Captain.
The fact that the first thing French told the officer was that he was a captain says a lot about his mindset, and his attempt to use his position speaks volumes.
Of what? The big, don't reach in your pocket. Get back in your car.
Gotta love how the officer paid no mind to his big talk, staying focused and professional. Rank didn't matter here, only the law did.
You been drinking tonight?
I just got a ride.
You been drinking tonight, sir?
I'm a captain on the police department.
What police department?
Oklahoma City.
You know you're smashed when you actually believe whispering to turn off the camera will go unnoticed, especially when the camera's rolling the whole time. Talk about a cringe-worthy moment.
What division?
Investigations.
What are you doing pulling in here?
My mom and I stay here.
You been drinking?
It's appalling how he believes that holding a position of power somehow puts him above the law. This sense of entitlement is exactly why accountability is so important, and why this captain's arrogance needs to get addressed.
How much we had to drink tonight, sir?
Please.
Huh? I'm not turning my camera off.
Okay.
Go ahead and step out of the vehicle. You gotta be kidding me.
The way he casually thought he could tell the officer to turn off his body cam was absolutely sickening. It's a blatant attempt to dodge accountability, and it speaks volumes about his mindset.
How much we drink tonight, sir?
I was at a poker game.
Because you were swerving all over when you turned off here. You didn't use your signal.
I'm sorry.
It must have been a real shock for the captain to realize that the law applies to him too. No badge or title can shield him from accountability.
How much did you drink at your poker game?
Not much.
Not much? How much is not much?
I don't know.
How long ago did you drink your last beer, sir?
What time is it now?
It's 0140.
Midnight.
Regardless of the captain's tactics to weasel his way out, the officer didn't budge. He stuck to his duty, and it didn't matter to him who was behind the wheel.
No, but I came from 4 blocks.
Your mom lives here.
I live here.
You live here?
Yes.
Come over to the rear of your vehicle.
Okay.
You got any weapons or anything on you?
I do not, sir.
It's crazy how the captain went from trying to pull rank to respectfully calling the officer sir once he realized the officer wasn't backing down.
Just turn around, I'm going to pat you down real quick.
Go ahead. Do what you need to do. I promise you I'm not a problem.
Okay.
Can I shut my door?
I'll shut it for you. Just hang out there at the rear of your Chevy.
Sticking to the rules really put him in his place, proving that the law doesn't play favorites, and this takedown is just getting interesting.
You may begin.
1,000.
Keep
Sir,
going.
can you turn that off?
I cannot, sir.
Please.
I know you're aware of our body cam policy. You know I cannot turn off this body camera.
But I'd like to talk to you.
I can't do that, sir.
Please.
It's unbelievable how this captain thought he could manipulate the situation just because of his rank, but the officer wasn't having it. This moment highlights just how deeply some believe they're above the law. But this power trip is about to come crashing down.
Are you going to do the test or not?
Will you please talk to me?
I'll talk to you once we're done.
You can turn it off, you can turn it on.
I can turn it off once I'm done with my investigation, sir.
Okay. I'm asking you. I'm a captain on this police department.
I understand that, sir.
I get
I am
that.
a sergeant on this police officer, and
I
I've
am
taken
not-
an oath to uphold the law.
I
don't
am
show
not-
favoritism to anyone, regardless. I don't care if you're a gangbanger or the president of the United States.
Sir, I'm not asking you for that.
It really makes you wonder how many times this captain has gotten away with things because of his rank. But this time, the officer wasn't backing down, and the captain's arrogance was about to catch up with him.
If I was to treat you differently than I was to treat like some Southside loco or some pedo, how's that look on me?
Okay, I'm not asking you for that.
Because I wouldn't do that for any of them.
officer's unwavering professionalism and refusal to budge really put this captain in his place, showing him that no one is above the law.
I will do whatever you ask. Okay, once we complete the test, I'll turn off my body cam once I'm done with my investigation. Okay.
This was a stark reminder that accountability always catches up, no matter who you are.
You may begin. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sir, please. Please. I'm asking you. I can't do that. Okay.
Despite the captain's attempts to manipulate the situation, the officer kept his cool and stuck to the facts. This kind of integrity is what should set the bar for law enforcement. Kudos to him.
Go ahead and turn around for me. Put your hands behind your back.
Are you gonna arrest me, sir?
Yes, I am.
Can I talk to you?
Go ahead and put your hands behind your back, sir.
Ultimately, the captain was arrested, and after a detailed investigation, he was disbarred from duty and forced to leave law enforcement. His career was ruined by his own decisions. A stark reminder that no one is above the law. But this incident isn't an isolated one. Of all the trouble we've seen, this next officer takes the cake. He got caught and ended up sobbing like never before. So keep watching as things are about to get wild.
Just cooperate with me. Augie, I know they are, and I understand that.
On October 27, 2018, in the dead of night, Lieutenant Rick Byron received an urgent call from Officer Justin Augustine, asking him to meet behind the old Board of Education office. Once there, Justin dropped a bombshell. He had wrecked his police cruiser while trying to relieve himself. What follows next at the police station is a series of events you won't believe.
Yeah, Augie, come here. Let's go out here in the garage. We got to put your weapons away. Come out here, we'll talk. You'll be all right. The car's just being taken to Lumpkins. What's going on in there? Huh?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? We got to put your weapons away.
Okay.
You're not. Here, let me have it so I can unload it. Just need to unload it.
What am I doing?
Lieutenant Byron didn't hesitate. He immediately disarmed Justin, securing his weapon and equipment to ensure the situation didn't spiral further out of control.
We got, when you total a vehicle, here, go in here, so we can put this away. When you total a vehicle, you got to go down for a drug and alcohol assessment. Everybody that wrecks a cruiser that totals it has to go down there. So what we do is just take your taser off of you, and you have any backup weapons on you or anything? Drop your vest or your duty belt, because you don't need that. We're going to go down to a drug and alcohol test down at the hospital, you and I, and you don't need all your gear. So take your. Are you all right, Augie?
Yeah.
You seem. Your focus seems divided on me. What's going on? You just nervous?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you under the influence of anything, Augie? No? Good. I hope not.
Justin, or Augie, was a total mess, unable to focus, stumbling through his words, and completely clueless about the chaos he'd caused. Lieutenant Byron tried to give him the benefit of the doubt, but let's face it, Augie was clearly under the influence, and the tension was building fast.
What else do you got on you? Got
done.
Pocket knife, huh?
I'm done.
What's going on, though? Tell me what's going on, bud.
I'm done.
What do you mean you're done? Are you going to go with me to take the test, Augie? You're refusing it? You don't want to do that.
I'm done.
Okay, so what does that mean? All right? Are you under the influence of something, Augie? What's wrong with you right now? I don't understand that.
I'm done.
Okay. Are you going with me?
No.
So what are you going to do?
I'm going home.
Can you call somebody to come get you?
I don't need to.
Well, I'm not going to let you drive.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
What?
I'm not going to let you drive. Can you call your wife? Seriously, Augie, can you call your wife? Let's go out here. All right? Don't play this game with me, bud. I'm trying to trying to help you out here.
You ain't doing shit.
Well, I can't do stuff. I'm just doing what I got to do, Augie. It's my job. If you want to leave, go ahead and leave. All right, let's go. Let's go. Come on, Augie. Don't do this, man. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. All right? I'm just doing my job. I'm just asking you to relax, okay?
I'm done.
Okay, and I understand that. I understand what you're saying, all right? I just don't want you to do it like this, all right? I'm not trying to be a prick. I'm not trying to be difficult. You gotta understand, it's my job, dude, all right? So don't treat me like that. If you want to be done, I understand that.
Augie desperately begged Byron to cover for him and let him go home in his drunken state. But Byron wasn't about to play along, and that's when Augie's mood completely flipped.
Augie, are you okay to drive, brother?
Yeah.
Seriously, I'm worried about you.
Yeah.
All right, well, get going then. Do what you got to do, all right? Augie, you need to get it. You need to relax. No, huh? What'd you say? Who is? You just wrecked a cruiser. It's not the end of the world. I know, it's not the end of the world. We can do this, Augie. If you just go down and take the test like we're asking you, if you do that, then we can at least get that cleared to where you can come back to work. Seriously, Augie, I'm trying to help you, bud. Huh? What'd you say? I don't know. What'd you say? What do you mean you're fucked up? Alcohol? Pills? What are you talking about?
Going to new lengths, Augie started abusing Byron, pushing the limits of power and control. But what happens next is going to completely flip the script.
I get that, bud. So I can't let you drive home, all right?
Yeah, I can.
No, you can't.
Yeah, I can.
You said you're fucked up. How are you going to drive home?
I'm not fucked up. I'm fucked up. I'm fucked up.
What? Help me understand, Justin. You talking about just in the head?
You.
Huh? We don't need to do this, Augie.
What?
Come on. We don't. Why are you doing this like? Why are you doing me like that? Huh? What have I done to you for you to do me like that, man? Seriously. I am honest to God being serious with you. What have I done to you for you to treat me like that?
What the fuck?
Huh?
What the fuck?
I don't know. I didn't wreck the cruiser in there and then have to ask you to come take.
Right.
Okay. And again, I understand that, Augie, that you're upset. I get that. You're having a tough time right now with everything that's going on, bud. But it doesn't have to go out like this, okay? It's just an accident.
Detroit 421.
Okay?
What I do?
Huh?
The what I do?
What do you mean, what do you do? What do you do?
If it's just an accident, what I do?
You hit a semi-trailer, so again, as part of our policy, we have to go down with that and go take the test. If everything comes back okay.
Augie thought his buddy Byron would cut him some slack, brush it all under the rug, and skip the dreaded sobriety test. But little did he know, with strict policies in place, there was no way around it. And the moment Augie realized he was cornered was mind-blowing.
What am I going to do,
Yeah.
Augie? Is that the way you're going to do this? You're about to get yourself arrested, bud.
For what?
What do you mean, what am I going to do? I can't let you drive. So you try to get in that car, I got to stop you. And then you're going to start fighting with me. What is that going to do? Huh? Seriously, Augie, why are you doing this to me? I didn't do anything to you. Okay? I didn't do anything to you. Well, let's go back in here so we can figure this out, Augie. Please.
Augie's throwing a full-on tantrum, ignoring all the voices of reason around him. But what he doesn't realize? Refusing to take the sobriety test is basically signing his own arrest warrant. What happens next is beyond shocking, so keep watching.
Augie, I know they are, and I understand that. Can you call your wife and have her come get you, bud? Get your phone out and call her. You don't have your phone? You want to use mine?
What's this gonna do?
Huh?
What's this gonna do?
I don't know. That's why I got to call him. So, how much did you drink today, Augie? A lot. You know he's going to want to do a test, right?
In a shocking turn, Augie straight up admits to drinking while on body cam, and he had no idea just how badly he was incriminating himself. This is the kind of mistake you never come back from. Talk about digging your own grave.
He's refusing. He's refusing to be tested. So, are you going to go down for the test, Augie? He's refusing that. Okay. Bye. Thank you for being honest with me, Augie. It says you're now under arrest for OVI, operating a vehicle under the influence of alcohol and a drug or a combination of them, operating a vehicle under the influence of a listed controlled substance or a listed metabolite of a controlled substance, operating a vehicle after underage alcohol consumption or having physical control of a vehicle while under the influence.
In the end, Augie had no choice but to sit down, listen to his rights, and face the consequences. Byron officially placed him under arrest, and just like any other citizen, he would have to go through the legal process.
Here you can look at the pictures on my phone. I don't know how good they are, because it wasn't an ideal situation.
Yeah. Wow.
Now that we got him back here, I'm a lot better, but I'm still concerned about his behavior. But because I had him outside earlier.
As Byron fills out the paperwork, things take an unexpected turn. He's approached by another colleague, and even he's shaken by the intensity of the situation. This is far from a routine arrest, and what happens next is even crazier.
So now the citation is going to be for the OVI refusal, and then just reasonable control on private property. What that is. So here's your copy of the 2255 form, and I need you to sign the ticket.
At this point, the higher-ups are brought in, and Augie realizes there's no way out. He's about to face the full consequences of his actions. Augie's life is about to take a nosedive.
So you're required to do it, but of course, it's not like we're going to hold you down and make you. So my question to you now is, what you have to do is sign a form at where you are before the testing that you would release the results of the test to the police department, and you would get your own copy as well. If you refuse to sign that form, then that would be considered insubordination and you'd be subject to disciplinary action. It's still your option. We have to get this straightened out. But in the meantime, remember we've been talking for a while that one day we're going to be in an adversarial situation. And right now we are. So I'm not the guy to be really comforting you or giving you advice. And because right now I have to do what I need to do to protect the city and the department. Okay? So, admin leave, you have to make yourself available. If we call you anytime during the day and say, Justin, we need you to come down here or something like that, between the hours of 8 and 4, you still need to be available.
As the weight of his situation finally hits Augie, he breaks down in tears. The reality sets in for him, and what follows is a complete nightmare. After being read his rights and informed about the procedures that would follow to properly conclude the investigation, Augie couldn't hold it in any longer. He cried his heart out, completely overwhelmed by the reality of what he was facing. It was only when his wife arrived to pick him up that the gravity of the situation finally started to sink in. The reality of it all is enough to make anyone break down. This is just the beginning of a nightmare. Visiting Judge Thomas Hanna of Kettering sentenced Augustine in municipal court on the physical control charge to a $1,000 fine and 180 days in jail with $700 and all but 3 days in jail suspended. The remaining 3 days will be dismissed if he completes a weekend education program. So what do you think about how these officers got called out? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next shocking story I've got lined up for you. Just like the rookie officers in this story, who thought their inexperience and badges would shield them from the consequences of facing hardened criminals. Click here to see how they were handled, because this shocking turn of events is something you won't see coming.
That's messed up. Oh, hell. I know what.
You don't want to start your career with a blemish. There's other things that I haven't told you yet that lead me to believe you're not being 100% straight up with me.